YouTube? Welcome back. January 1st, Happy New Year. 2 videos in 2 days. I must be losing my mind. I didn't give you like 2 months between postings here, but I'm trying to do a little catching up. I missed a lot there towards the end of 2022. And mentioned previously, just supply chain issues have been a little rough. Trying to get parts. Matter of fact, this guy right here, this Procharger bracket took about 4 to 5 weeks to get, mainly because we just lost track of it at Procharger. They sent it out to get the powder coating done on it, and couldn't figure out where the heck it went. So that's what today's video is about. We got that guy there, and I'm going to sneak back here and show you this guy. Freshly used, but I'm going to have to reclock her a little bit, but I didn't get to introduce you to her before. It's a D1SC Procharger. Yes, it is used, but I'm fine with that. I'm going to have to get a new hose here for how they put it in the box. It really tweaked the drain hose here, but that's not a big deal. I got a really smoking deal on it, and got a few things I need to do to this, but we're going to use this for mock-up. I obviously need to reclock it for what I want to do, but this was perfect. I couldn't pass up the deal. So enough rambling. Let's get under the hood and show you what I'm up to. Like I said yesterday, we're not wasting any time here. I want to get some things mocked up from the Procharger. So you got the VCM installed. I still have to get this one little bracket here, but it's not like this is going to fly away. And I'll get some driving time on this at some point today or tomorrow. What I really got to do is just disconnect that bolt right there, move the catch can over for right now, and take that pulley off. Because as part of that kit, there is an idler pulley, but it's not the right exact length. So I got to take some measurements, get that sorted out, and then I'll just undo everything, put this back together. So pretty straightforward. Like I said, I'm not going to really waste too much time on it. I want to keep the car drivable and enjoyable. But let's get down to business. You'll see what I'm doing. There's a method to my madness. All right, let's bust this bag open. You see, this is 2013 to 15 Camaro main bracket. Again, I want to just kind of explain to you guys like why I'm doing it like this. The guys who have used the previous Camaro, SS or G8 bracket assembly have complained about not only bracket flex, but you know, there is no update for the newer bracket on the SS. So it is prone to flex under high boost. And this bracket system should work. So, I mean, here's all the main bracket assembly here. Has, you know, all of these parts in it. I got this from Bob at Brute Speed. Definitely check them out. Link below. I don't want to lose this stuff, so you can see a lot of the different standoffs, assemblies, and offsets. I may have to trim some of these, but I got most of the bolts. I want to keep all these things kind of together before I got to. Here's some of the big boy bolts. But I really do like how they put these packages together. So let me finish doing that, and hopefully my shoulder isn't really blocking this for you. But get some of this opened up, and you can see the unveiling. And oh, pretty. That's pretty. Glad I did that in black. That's pretty sick. All right. So, you know, if you're seeing it on the car, it's like this. All right. When you see it on the car, it's something along the lines of this, like that. What I've already noticed is I definitely got to do something with some. Here's a really serious idler assembly. Actually, it's like this. All right. So I just realized something. Let me think about this for a hot minute. It's actually like that. That's how it mounts on the car. So I think I got to reverse some of these because some of these don't make sense. I think one of these is the idler, and I think it's this guy that's got to get reversed around. So let me do a little bit of inspection here, go through some of the things, look at the original directions for the Camaro, and we'll get right back to it. Okay, so strike one. We're already having problems here. I've got one of the standoffs for this, and you know, you got it when you lean it up here and take a look. It's, you know, definitely gonna hit the hose here. So the chunky bracket, it's probably 1.5 inches thick, or at least 1 inch thick, maybe 3/4, who the hell knows. Regardless, with the let me say, the HD tensioner for the 8 rib, you can see, like, this thing is thick as hell. So it's definitely not gonna work with the VCM as it sits. So I was hoping I wouldn't hit a train, derailment right this moment. But sometimes that's just how things go. So what I am going to do is, it's very easy now that I have this like set up, to pull the VCM out, and I'll lean the radiator back. And I think, just to give me an idea of whether or not I will have a prayer of getting this to fit, because I may have to come up with something a little custom. But there are quite a few hoses, and it moves the whole thing's like forward like 3 inches, maybe a little bit more, 3 to 4 inches. So what I'm going to do is just pop the VCM out real quick, take a look and see, what kind of shape I'm in, and then assess whether or not I need to do something totally different with this. I'm not dead yet. I just derailed, like, just getting out of the station. So I am going to probably have to cut these standoffs to kind of make them work. But I think, just based on what I'm seeing here, I think I have something that's workable. Bear with me. We'll see what we can do here. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So I'm down, but I'm not completely out, all right? Got knocked down in the round, but I'm back on my feet. I took some measurements. You can tell pretty quickly here, VCM isn't here. I moved everything back again to its original position. I'm going to have to abandon the VCM. There's not enough. Well, I'm going to keep it for now for the NA, because it's nice. It'll be good for while I'm driving it and everything. But this is going to take a little bit more fabrication than I expected. Not the end of the world, because I think I got a plan. So I'll bring the camera over to show it a little bit better. But ultimately what I got to do is move this radiator hose out. There's a very long metal barb, nipple or something like that on the front of this water pump. So what I can do is actually slide this hose out, and this will push everything back. Because if you notice underneath here, and you can't see it too well, there's a hose that tees in here and goes down to another coolant line. I'm not, off the top of my head, I can't remember what the heck it's for. But if this slides out a little bit, this will push this out. If I need to, I will even restrain this back a little bit to give me a little bit of room. And then this standoff that would be for like the Camaros is monstrous. It's over 6 inches, like 6.3 or something like that. Ultimately, I got to get it down to this, and this is about 2 inches shorter. So I can use this and cut this. But when you stand it off from the block, it just clears the front of this and puts the belt in almost beautiful alignment that I only need like a little shim to hold the to push out the blower pulley. So I think, not blower pulley, I'm sorry, a crank pulley. So I think I might actually be in good luck for that. So I may have to, I did order up a blower pulley or a crank pulley. I did actually order both, but like I think I might need to get a different one. I think it might be too big, so I might have to remain at the smaller size and just go smaller blower pulley to make the higher boost numbers. But I think I can get at least 2 bolts using these 2 guys. But that definitely means I got to cut this guy down, and I got to get shorter bolts, like 2-inch shorter bolts. So I'm going to check the Procharger site first to see if I can find this. Actually, I'll do brute speed to see. But let me grab the camera. I'll bring it in a little closer, kind of show you what I mean. All right, so this is a lot closer here. Here is this is the location of it. You can see if I put even with the radiator in the normal location, it puts a bracket that's like 1 inch thick. It just right in here, too close. Now all this stuff kind of leans back, but what I can do is reroute this and make it so that, like, this hose possibly reroute it around this, so that it gives me some space to get this bracket in there, because I think I can get the blower belt and everything in there if I can just push this out. So I'll slide this out to the furthermost point here, and then I may have to go with something a little longer and reroute it. I might have to go with something that isn't like a hard line or something. I got to see, does this have a clamp? Yeah, see, it has a clamp on it down here. So I can just put my own hose on this and be done with it. So I got an idea there where I may need to just extend it. Like I said here, this is way too long, but I can take the shorter one. It's about 2 inches shorter, and I got to see if I can give you a good angle on this. If you look here and kind of see, it brings it out just beyond that bolt. So like you could not ask for a more perfect alignment of that. So I'm gonna cut this one. I'll cut these two the same length, so then I'll be able to grab these two bolts right here on the head, which is awesome because now what that does is let me grab at least two spots, and then I'm gonna have to really figure out what the hell is going on down there. And at this point, I'm not 100% sure what I can even grab. I think there's a couple of bolts I can go after, but I may have to go with a smaller idler on this guy to be able to access the bolt here because I think I'm gonna hit the pulley. So that's a hell of a good start. I'm really happy with the recovery. I'm gonna need to do some work. This is gonna be a little bit of trial and error here to get this thing right, but you know, I'm actually pretty positive that I could end up with something that'll work here. So that's it for today. I'm gonna put this back together, put the VCM back on. It'll take me like maybe five minutes to put it back on. She's gonna be NA for a while, but for now, I'm pretty damn happy. Let's get her buttoned up and let's go enjoy driving her for a while. I got some parts to collect. Take care, guys. And like I said yesterday, Happy New Year. And this is going to be several part series, so we'll catch you on the next one.